Ashley Unravels is now live. Streaming makers and crafting, Crochet and Chill 132.
Check out the Pando Pet Cafe to play with me.
Twitchlit. A wild Berdic appears. Twitchlit catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s. Berdic escaped.
Welcome
No one
Pokemon
caught it.
community.
John
game.
Aswa 5 rigged. Evening.
Welcome FoxiumTex69.
Good evening, Foxium. Give me 1 minute because I moved my laptop and I did not realize I did not plug in my microphone. And hello to Gen 2. Or actually, you know what? I think the computer microphone might be better than the speaker, but we'll see. There we go. Microphone's plugged back in. But this is still coming out of here. Uh-oh. General settings. How's your day, man? What? Hey, we're just going to keep this
Not too
going.
bad. Just did some work and then laundry.
Good. You're to be able to get some stuff done. My computer just wants to be all over the place. I had to play with the driver still because it's saying my Bluetooth is not connected and I restarted the whole computer. I hope I don't have to take it in for tech support, but if I do, it's under warranty. I went into work today, came home, checked on my puppy, checked on the garden, and some of my stuff is doing well, some of it's not doing too hot. and told the stream I'm lurking in it, and now she's echoing it. I don't know why. I already have the other yarn ordered, and I plan to still go garden shopping, so I'm not too worried about the things that are not making it. The last frost date is gone though, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. That's the only one I think I'm missing. I collected all the rest of them. I found to leave Patrick Quinn, Mustang, obviously Tulpas. Yours, I was there last night. I felt like Evelyn just has so many entertaining things to do. Your bookshop is coming along very well. And your new kitty Peanut. There will be no mice in the bookstore. I also got to take some pictures of some geese families from a respectable distance because ain't nobody fighting a cobra, a flying cobra, snake, bird. You can't tell. Me and Canadian geese don't have a great relationship. I don't think Canadian geese have a good relationship with anybody.
How was your day? So far it sounds like a good one and tie so much. I hope they interact the cats lol.
My day went very well. I tried to stay positive. That was the one thing that worked on for a long time was, I'm a realist, which makes me sound like a pessimist, but I'm like, no, I'm just being honest. And in this world, more people enjoy whimsy than honesty at times. There is a way to make honest things whimsical. So yeah. I'm crocheting tonight with you and Jen in chat, as well as some nice background music. So I'm doing quite well for myself. At home, food, and shelter, the basic necessities covered. I have a job that allows me to do things I like to do outside of work. And also, I feel like I'm about to fall asleep, but that's a different story. I do need to finish picking out my business card designs. You know how you look at designing something for so long, it's like, oh, let me send this to a friend so they can look at it. I did that to my friend. I'm like, hey, just look these things over for me. And give me your quick thoughts and opinions.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ricky.
Hi, Ricky. Thank you for not sleeping yet. I know that you're going to want to sleep later. And thank the Lord, or whatever you believe in, for the fact that now we have same-day printing stuff that you can do. I had to go and get business cards printed, and I'm also going to get postcards printed, but yeah, no, I was concerned for a hot minute. I'm like, because I remember back in the day when you had to wait a whole week to get things, I didn't have stuff ordered. I'm like, okay, well maybe I can just walk into a store and pick them up. And there's like 3 of them in my area that I can do that aren't going to cost me an arm, leg, and a kidney. getting stuff done.
Yes, I remember that.
That was only, what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, pre-COVID. I got my hydration on the lift. Played some Pokemon Go today. Actually, I don't know what's worse, trying to spin the 125 Pokestops or trying to hatch 25 eggs. Because there's only so many hours in the day that I get to walk. All my eggs are like 12-kilometer eggs, which I know that's only about 3 miles, but still, I don't walk 3 miles a day. That's why I'm so tired, because I did walk to the park today, and that's normally about 5 kilometers, so almost 2 miles. So now that'll be 3 kilometers. I only know because I used to do more 5Ks than 10Ks. So 5K is 3 miles, 10K is 5 miles, 15K I think is 7.5, and then half marathon.
I barely walk during the day, but I really need to start. It ain't healthy for me.
I only put in steps when I have something to do outside. Like wintertime, I despise the treadmill. The treadmill was made as a torture device, and that is truly the history of the treadmill. So I don't like it. I have to have, like, if I'm going to put my body in motion, I want to be going someplace or doing something. Which is why I do Pilates, or I have a kickboxing bag in the basement. I haven't used it yet, but it's there. When I get the space cleared up, I'll be able to use it. Punch something, get the energy up. But just walking on a treadmill for 5 minutes is a struggle for my attention. And I've tried everything from like, oh, let me go and listen to something. Listen to a podcast, watch a YouTube video because it's right in front of the TV. And all that stuff, I just can't. I have to be like, okay, well, let me go and walk to the convenience store. Let me go and walk to the library. Let me go and walk here. Like, I have to have a purpose for why I'm going someplace. Like I said during the one stream, I was to the point where I might have to leave 6 hours early. I may smell like
Completely fair. I totally get that.
I might smell like a sweaty mess, but I'll get to work walking 6 hours. I won't be as skinny as a piece of paper. Oh, I was supposed to be starting my archery lessons. I still haven't made time for that. Looking at my vision board. I've only done 2 things. But that's okay. One of those things I can get scheduled is get a massage. Yeah, I'll do that on my birthday. I just need to schedule it for them. I did budget myself to get a massage once a month, but I stopped going because they had to remodel the place I was going to. But it should be back. I've seen cars in the parking lot. Which I will say, I'm a little concerned that the remodel did not take like 6 months, and I think it only took 2 or 3. But you know,
Twitchlit a wild Tejekis appears. Twitchlit catch it using poke catch. Winners
Needs to
revealed
get
in
more
90s.
efficient. Let's plug y'all. You like see
Catch.
this sliver. Someone's gonna give a toe kiss. I did find out a robin decided to roost in my cherry tree. That was interesting.
Tejekis escaped. No one caught it. John Aswa 5 rigged.
Okay, that was very good. Well, doing a PNG tuber model, which I keep saying, because I see how other people are doing it. I'm like, I could totally do it. I need about 48 hours in a day. One day, 48 hours, I'll save 16 of the hours. And then the other, I will put to good use. Don't worry. Actually, give me 72 hours and I'll try to solve something like world hunger. Actually, I was listening online to people talking about farming plots and how they are done correctly for industrialization, but not actually for growth of the food. And I thought that was interesting. As I'm about to plant my corn tomorrow for the Three Sisters garden. And also, I may look up here in a moment sweet potato sprouts. Because I want purple sweet potatoes if I can have them. If I can. I understand if I cannot. I'll harvest them in October this year instead of November. My brain is on gardening while I'm crocheting. I need to think about ways to organize inside the house too. But I figure I'll go mad clean spree tomorrow when I'm working from home.
You got this.
Yeah. Actually, I'm almost at the... Am I almost at the end? Yeah, I'm almost at the end of this route. I think the next color is green. If I get this to the halfway point by 10:40, or past the halfway point, if I finish the row, I'll be able to get the green to the halfway point. We're almost
Hello.
done with the decrease.
Thanks for popping in.
Welcome, Lady
I can't hear you
Patrick.
just saying hi. I'm still streaming.
You want to type something? The moments when I'm like, do I need a wired keyboard? I might need one.
Welcome, Ashley and Ravels.
Oh, Ricky, I was already here. He doesn't discriminate on who's coming into the stream, which I appreciate.
LOL, love that.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ricky.
Yes, you're being very good tonight, Ricky. You're not sleeping through the stream like you were last night. And it looks like Ricky is close to leveling up. He's on level 3. So more pets in the cafe, and he'll be lining up. I've not checked my Twitch status. I know I'm getting close to affiliate. I'm not there yet, though. And then I'll be able to do points to feed Pando / Ricky. And people can be streaking. Not the song on my stream, but the one while I'm working in Tolka's stream is reminding me of Code Lyoko. I don't know if you've ever watched that anime. Well, cartoon. Technically it's a French anime, but I didn't watch it
It's
in French.
playtime in the pet cafe.
Oh, look at him go and dig it in the trash. Thank you for letting him play.
Level up.
Oh, he's on fire. Ricky on fire. Living
I love
next to the
that
trash
spot.
Pando,
Come and
Dave.
pet me in the pet cafe.
Thank you for petting him. He appreciates it. I appreciate it. Such a good little raccoon. I feel like Ricky needs a backstory. Cause like, why does he have a blue bandana? Why does he?
I love the little pet cafe.
I saw yours. You have Xena, named after. I'm assuming Xena, Warrior Princess. I felt like you're commenting on it, and I missed the comment when you're alive. And I also didn't want to assume that it was Xena and not like
Yes.
Xena. Okay. I loved that show as a kid. I also liked Hercules. Now, don't ask me
Xena the
anything.
warrior princess.
Don't ask me anything that happened on the show. I just know Xena was basically a badass, and that was it. Like a female, I feel like she's a female role model. However, if I go back and watch the show, I feel like I'm going to get proven wrong very quickly. I just don't know if I can sit through the special effects yet. As a kid, it's one thing. As an adult, it's like, ooh, practical effects. More interested in stunts. Who played her? / is that person still alive? I want to do it on my phone. It's just quicker. Oh, and I also ate too many sleeps. That might be why I'm sleepy. Cena. Okay, it looks like the cast is probably still. Oh, Lucy Lawless. Oh, she's 58. Yeah, she does still look like herself. You know how some Hollywood actors as they age, it's like, ooh, questionable. Not her. She still looks like her. Oh, I forgot she was on the X-Files. Hercules had that cast age. Yeah, Kevin Sorbo still looks the same. And I don't know if some of these people, it's actually them looking the same or if it's plastic surgery. Because something came out recently, it was talking about the Parent Trap and how...
Probably 50/50ths.
Yeah. They were talking about how with the Parent Trap, the parents were supposed to be 32 and 35. And people are like, they didn't look that age. But also, the roles that they were playing, technically, like a millionaire, a director of a company, there are not very many people that are 30, 35 that are directors of very much stuff. I think, actually, one of our directors is that old. But I feel like they're few and far between. And also, the one actor was like 40 some odd, the other actress was 32. That's what happens when your parents are dressing like grown-ups. We're not even like getting to Lindsay Lohan and all that stuff. That could be a whole session.
I'm hungry.
/ Ricky. We're almost at the end of the road. Speaking of 90s stuff, Boys to Men.
Twitchlit. A wild dwebble appears. Twitchlit catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
I was being a bad crocheter. I was not on camera. Oh well. I'm back on camera. And let me go.
Poke catch.
Crochet.
At Foxium text 69. You don't own that ball. Check the extension to see your items.
So that should be on my panel somewhere. I don't know where it would be on mobile. Mobile, there might be like a little Pokeball that's blue on it. And you may need to use coins to buy more Pokeballs. Pokeballs. I know how to say the word.
Yes, there.
I'm just a Midwesterner that adds A's where they don't belong. With washing my clothes and everything. I don't think that you have to pay for coins. I think they come with the game for free the longer that you play it. Or at least have it running. And thank you, Jen. I see that we're at 999 likes. Appreciate you for doing that on TikTok.
Dwebble escaped. No one caught it. John Aswa 5 rigged.
Dwebbles just wiggle and they don't fall down. I don't know if that's actually a saying. Okay, so we've done gold, 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 gold. Gold was yesterday at 2. So now, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 4 rows of gold. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I like about this stitch. You just count these. And that's how many rows you have. For when you're like me, you forget. / lose count. And then tonight we're at 50. We're doing 1 more row of gold. Let's do it! I'm pretty sure it's gold. 59. Not rounding up or down because it's 0.1. It's gold. So it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, doing this all again. This was a relatively big row. I don't think I've had. I can only think of one other time I had like a good patch of a color, and that was back in. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So the 26th of January through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 26 plus 8 through like February. That was the other time I had a really big patch of color where it's just all the same. And that's this purple patch. I don't have any other ones that are that much of the same. Well, I got this navy blue where there are 4 days straight. But this gold is like trying to go for it. It's like, no, I will not be second place to myself where there is a patch of gold right there. Again. I will not come second place to purple is what this gold is saying, I feel. And my favorite color is not even this color, it's blue. It's like sapphire blue. I got 15 minutes, so I already know I'm not going to make it all the way back to the beginning of the road, but I'm going to try my darndest to make a good dent in this. Because technically, if you think about it, each stream I'm doing about a row and a quarter, row and a half. Which is not bad. And also, I will say, doing this sort of project is helping me keep track of time. I'm like, oh no, it actually takes you a while to do things. So you're creative. Charge for your labor. Dang it. Because like I said the other day, we're at 32 hours of working on this blanket. If that was based on my pay, I'd be making bank. When I get to the halfway mark, I am going to start a border on it.
Nice to meet you.
Because
I'm Ricky.
Otherwise, we'll be going until January the 2nd.
How much more left to go?
What's 132 minus 365? My math teacher would be so disappointed in me. Minus 132. 233 more rows. Not including the border. So 233 more hours. And you know what, to all the math teachers out there that said, you're going to need to know how to do everything. Thank you, Jen, for helping me hit 1,000 likes on TikTok. For all the math teachers out there that said, oh, you always need to figure out how to do math because you won't have a calculator at all times. Guess what? Y'all didn't expect that they were going to build calculators into our phones. Like this. I even have a scientific calculator in this app. I can do sine. I can do cosine. Now, can I do graphing stuff? No, but there's probably an app for that. So you know what, Mr. Pryor? You're wrong. Still can't do geometry to save my life. But that's okay. Well, maybe. We're going to say it's okay. That was Mrs. Niehaus. Thank goodness for a person with number dyslexia. Right? Right. I thought that's just... Is the name of it dysprax? First of all, whoever decided to name the word for not being able to describe things, or not be able to spell things and read things properly, whoever made it, okay. I thought it was just dyscalculia. But whoever decided to name it dyslexia, that person, they have a special spot reserved for them, because how dare you? It doesn't look like how it should be spelled. And then dyscalculia is following up that person. Dyspraxia, dyslexia, dyspraxia. What? Were they trying to say they were dissing someone like DIS? When they made these words and instead they spelled it with a Y? This is why. Now I'm going down a rabbit hole. Who came up with the name for dyslexia. Yeah. It looks like exactly who I thought it would be. Yes, like dysfunction. I feel like it had something to do with that. So this is from the University of Oxford. A brief history of dyslexia, reproduced by Karen Permission, the psychologist. And it's going through this together. So there's this older distinguished gentleman. There's this distinguished gentleman. Another man. That's actually a woman, I believe. Shouldn't be assuming gender. They all are there. There's more people. I don't know if these are actually people that are involved in the diagnosis of dyslexia, or if they just basically listed off a whole bunch of people who had dyslexia. So there's Rudolph Berlin. Gotta take a big sip of water. From top, you have Rudolph Berlin, Adolf Kosman, William Pringle Morgan, McDonald Kirkley, Sagan Nadu, Helen Erkel, Bev. You don't see that name very often anymore. It's spelled B-E-B-E. Hornsby, Margaret Newton, Marion Welchman, Elaine and Tim Miles, Mary Warnock, and Jim Rose. It's 130 years since the term dyslexia was coined by Rudolf Berlin, a German ophthalmologist and professor at Stuttgart. In the course of his practice, Berlin observed the difficulties faced by some of his adult patients in learning and reading printed word. He could find no problem with their vision. He speculated, therefore, that their difficulties must be caused by some psychological change in the brain, even in nature, and this eluded him. The term Berlin described the condition, meaning difficulty with words, would ultimately, you could have just called it that. You could have just called it difficulty with words. You didn't have to make this more complicated. I digress. Back to the article. Will ultimately become more famous than he. One of the biogeographical entries on Berlin describes him somewhat poignantly as the man who named the ship, even though he never became her captain. Berlin himself had been influenced by the writings of another German, Adolf Kosman, a professor of medicine at Strasbourg, remembered today principally for his work in diabetic ketosis. It was Kosmal who first identified the kind of difficulty Berlin described in 1877, entitling them Wordblindheit, word blindness. Berlin coined
Twitchlet, a wild brute bonnet appears. Twitchlet catch it using Hope Catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Dyslexia to bring the diagnosis in line with the contemporary international medical literature, which which elsewhere described the similar conditions of alexia and paralyxia. Stu Kosman writes James Hazelwood, his contemporary, must be given the credit for first recognizing the possibility of his inability to meet, well, I somehow skipped a loop. Must be given credit of recognizing the possibility of the inability being met with as an isolated symptom. In the UK, Britons were working. Britons? It's not saying that we're British people. We're working on the topic, including Hazelwood, another pathologist, James Kerr.
No one caught it. John Aswa 5 rigged.
A council medical officer, and William Pringle Morgan, a principal practitioner, or a general practitioner. These three focus not only on word blindness and isolated symptoms like Colesman, but broadened accounts of the condition to include children. This weekend, the explanatory power of brain injury and diseases as dyslexia, cause which had to Flavor setting up a distinction between acquired congenital word blindness, the former occurring suddenly during adulthood, the later present at birth. By the way, now that I'm aware of I don't have dyslexia, this is just a combination of, now I understand that word is German, which explains why. That explains a lot. And we'll just leave that there. So I'm not going to throw out a whole bunch of stereotypes and generalizations. That's one part of it. Second part of it is, there's a lot of British words, so like flavor was not spelled flavor, it was spelled, it's not even flavor, it's favored. But it's spelled O-U-R-E-D. And this is a problem for people that had to read written literature, and literacy was such an issue. It's still an issue today, without having dyslexia. Because people don't learn how to read. They're a verbal storytelling nation. And yeah, but we want everything written down there on paper. That goes into the Ashbury Art side with ability and disability. So, I'm trying not to rage. But yeah, that was a rabbit hole. I'm not reading more of the article. I will read more for my knowledge. I'm not reading any more online because also I am sleepy. So, let's make sense right now. And I'll just end up making myself upset for a little bit of a known reason. But seriously, they could have just said difficulty writing versus giving it a name. What's wrong with having 3 words? What's wrong with it? And the thing is, I wish I could blame it on Latin, but it's not even based in Latin, it's based in German. El Negresto, as we have 1 minute left on the stream. And we are partial way through day 132. I got about a quarter of the way through. So I'll finish the other 3 quarters on stream tomorrow night. And yeah, I'm going to head to bed. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the little bit of facts / me slurring the words about how dyslexia came into existence. And hope that everyone has a brighter day tomorrow. And as always, be sure to stay crafty.